have Yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage where we can go and make sounds.
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. In my dreams.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw is Duggan. Short throw caught by Bowers. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. The Raiders now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Let's go now.
Duggan will look to throw this. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Duggan. Open man is Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. First and 10 at the 40. Here's Duggan to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's second and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Duggan now to throw.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Open man right side, Myers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, hot.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First down.
Easy. Read 44.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Take right open. Hey, Denver.
Now Lawrence to throw.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
13, Lou. 11. Easy. Think right. 11, Agate.
On third and goal, Lawrence.
And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Bashal Tutin.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Duggan looking to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Throwing, Duggan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Dugan. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off play action. Dugan. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, easy, route. Easy.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, son. Go. Here we go, son.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Desmond King now to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Hawk, 70 Hawk, ready?
Back to throw. Dugan. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on third down from the one.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers there to make the grab. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Hey.
Lawrence.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Duggan.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Dugan. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Hey, Jupiter. Red on red. Hey, Ginger. Zach. 30 left. Go.
Here's Lawrence. Finds Tootin out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
First and goal.
Take right over. Hey, go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jakobi Meyers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, Soko, some hot.
Etienne up the middle.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Toss left side for Etienne.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
In motion right here, Hunter.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jakobi Meyers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Easy.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's across midfield, and he'll take this down the 40-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Duggan to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Duggan now to throw. The open man here, Renfro. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Duggan will look to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Duggan looking to throw. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great effort there.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Raiders 15.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Lawrence to throw. We'll get this out to Tootin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he's got this down to the 35. That would a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
On red. Hey, change attack. 13, Lou. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Duggan. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Take right open. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
That's a throw again as Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Duggan. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Now look to throw again. This is caught by Tucker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league,
Jack Bash, 29 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Third and long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long.
Hey, I'm gun. Go, let's go. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. To throw is Duggan. And that's going to be incomplete.
was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now on second down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60, 72. Out.
Back to throw. Dugan. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores in this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cam Little, the kick.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught downfield. It's Besh.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jack Besh
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a give to Etienne. He gets away for one. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy